Hey everyone, today we're going to look at how to format charts with R. In this part of the series, I'm going to focus on labels. For our example today, I'm going to use some data that I gathered when I was studying iPhone usage. And the way I studied it is I made our participants take the phone from being in full color and had them make it into a grayscale display. And I wanted to see if that black and white screen made people use their phones in a different way. And I measured phone use with the amount of time provided to us by the Screen Time app on Apple, which is great. The average time on color, and then the average time on grayscale, and then also the number of pickups on color and the number of pickups on grayscale. And then we have our categorical variable for the data set. So now that we get a little background, we're going to dive right in. As always, I'm going to start with my data.read function, and these codes and other codes that I use in this video are in the description below for your convenience. We're going to load that data, make sure it's in there. There it is. And now we're going to go and use a code to make a histogram out of the color time average, which is this first column here. I'm going to add it. There it is. I'm going to drag it over to this window, and here we go. Here's our histogram of our color time average data. And now it looks okay, but it needs labels or else people aren't really going to know what they're looking at. So to add labels to this code, I'm simply going to hit the up key, and then I'm going to re-access the code that I used to put it in there, add a comma, and then use the function xlabel, L-A-B, xlab, however you want to say it. And then I'm going to use quotes to say what it is that the label is going to be. And the X label is this bottom one. So I'm going to say color time averages. There it is. But the top label is still not looking the way I want it to look. So I'm going to go back, hit the up key, re-access that, add a comma to add an argument. And I'm going to make the main label, which is main, easy enough. Make the main label equal histogram of color usage or something. This is just really arbitrary stuff. So there you have it. We have the X label and we have the main label. I'm going to leave the Y label because I like that it's a frequency distribution. As you can see here in the first bar, we have two instances where the value is less than 100, between 100 and 0. And we can confirm that right here. Out of all these data, we have we have two instances where the value is between 0 and 100. And that's what the histogram is going to show. Okay, moving on. We're going to do a Boxplot next. And I have this code for Boxplot that I like. It makes the data come out the way I want it to. I'm going to organize the Boxplot based on our categorical variable. And we're going to get a feel for how different genders use their phones. And that looks nice, but it doesn't show us what we want it to show us. I mean, it does, if you know what the numbers mean, but people usually don't. This could be like what color shirt you're wearing, or what kind of car you drive, or anything. So we want to add that. So we're going to hit up to bring up that code again, add a comma, and then we're going to add an X label, make it equal gender. There it is. Easy. Now we need a Y label. So we're going to hit up, add a comma, Y label equals number of pickups. There it is. In the top, we're going to make it say, first we're going to hit up, add another comma, and have it say that the main label is equal to, this is grayscale use. So we're going to say grayscale use. And there you have it. In the context of a well-made research presentation, that will make sense. All right, last example, we're going to look at a scatterplot, and I'm going to see how the pickups for color and the pickups for, I guess, the pickups for color and the amount of usage time for color co-varies. We have the y-axis saying We have the average for color time, between 100 and 600 minutes approximately. And then the x-axis is the amount of pickups in color. So I wanted to just see how those data covary, and the scatterplot's going to be how I do it. So I got to label it. So we're going to hit up to re-access that code, and xlabel will be equal pickups, ylabel will equal average time, and then the main will equal usage in color group or something like that. And there it is. There's all that stuff. So that's good. And if you want to save it on a Mac at least, you can hit Command Shift 4 and click and drag that. And then you will take a screenshot. You can pull it up here and you can save that. Alternatively, you can hit File, Save As, and it'll save it as a PDF. If you're interested in me showing you how to save it as other than a PDF, like a JPEG or a PNG, leave a comment below and I'll do that. But for that, that's what we got. So questions, comments, leave them below. I'll be happy to answer them in all possible speed. And thank you for watching. Take care.